question. How do you people pay your bills? Like, I'm just kind of curious, right? Because, like, you know, some people say, oh, I pay my bills online. I pay it online. I don't have to drive anywhere. I just pay it online. Or somebody will say, oh, I use a debit card, credit card. That's call you a debit card. Me, I am old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned. Right? I'll go to Staples, you know, Office Max, Staples, whatever, you know. Get like a whole bunch of envelopes, right? I get like a whole bunch of envelopes, right? And like, you know, I'll go to the bank, whatever, you know, when payday rolls around, blah, blah, blah. Because I like to pay my bills in person, right? So I can get a receipt. I get like a receipt. Like I showed you before, like I have like a bag of receipts, right? I have a bag of receipts that, you know, I keep, you know, like January, February, March, you know, all that, you know. I even have like, you know, a book, like, you know, like one of those composition books, whatever, and, you know, like, so on payday, right, I'll go to the bank and I'll be like, oh, I need money for this bill. I need money for that bill. Like, oh, I need this for my cell phone. Oh, I need this for my electric. Oh, I need this for blah, blah, blah. Or I need this for my, I need this amount for my audio, you know. I'll do that with each and every envelope I have, right? Like say, oh, I need, you know, for an envelope for my electric. Oh, I need money for my electric. Oh, I need money for, you know, blah, blah, this. Or I need money for blah, blah, that. Then after that's all done, right, then I'll take the rest of the money I have and just put it in my pocket and just go out and get like gas, groceries, you know, stuff for like, you know, laundry detergent, you know, shit like that. So I don't pay my bills online. I just don't. Like, you know, I've never learned how to pay my bills online. Nobody ever taught me. I have always paid my bills in person since like high school, you know, after high school, and then I started working for lawn companies and blah, blah, blah. I have always paid my bills in person. My auto insurance, electric, whether I had like, you know, my internet bill or like I had like a cable bill, you know. I've been doing this since like the 1990s, late 80s, early 90s, well, after high school, 94, 95, you know, I started working like 95, 96, 7, you know, shit like that. So, I've always paid my bills in person, right? I get like an envelope, right? And I'll have like, you know, like, let's say, oh, I need money for my electric, right? I get the money for my electric. Oh, I need an envelope for like, you know, let's say, my, the cable bill. I got the money I need for cable. Or I need it for like, you know, whatever bill I had during that year and that month, right? I always paid my bills in person. Let's say I need a bill. Let's say I got, let's say, my auto insurance. Let's say my cable bill or my electric bill, you know, shit like that. So I get like envelopes and I just go, you know, when I was in New York, everything was local to me, right? Everything was local. I lived in Dutchess County for 40 plus years. I always paid my bills in person because everything was local to me, right? I paid my electric bill at Smokes for Less. My bank was on one side of the street. Smokes for Less was on the other side of the street. It was like a 5-minute walk. So I got the money for my electric bill, walked across the street, and like, hey, went over to Smokes for Less. Here, here is 90 some odd dollars for my electric, you know. So, yeah, and then I went through, let's say, my auto insurance. Jake from State Farm went to State Farm. Jake, here is 200 some odd dollars for my car insurance, you know. Whatever, you know, money, whatever bill I had for that month and that year. I have always paid my bills in person, like my internet bill, my rent, or my electric, my cell phone, you know. That's how I've always paid my bills. Because I'm like organized. I have a set pattern. I'm organized. Right? Let's say, just like I do with my, what do you call it? I have folders in my book bag. You guys have seen my book bag before, right? I always keep things organized, right? I like to keep things organized, right? And then like, you know, I'll take my, like, you know, for my envelopes that I need to pay my bills in, right? I'll carry it in, like, let's say, one of these things, right? I'll get, like, I'll carry my bills, my envelopes in this thing, right? And where I need to go, right? Let's say I need to go to Boost Mobile. Well, that's up in Milford, but their store closed, so I have to go to, like, a Dollar General store. Yeah. So I have to go to a Dollar General store and get, like, a reloadable card. What else? My electric. I don't like, see, when I was in New York, I paid my electric at Smokes for Less. Down here, there is no Smokes for Less. I say, oh, you can pay that. There's a fee for paying it at Walmart. I hate Walmart. I fucking hate Walmart. I will never step foot inside Walmart ever again. Down here, there's a grocery store called We-Is. We-Is. W-E-I-S. Weiss. We-Is. 49 cents for a money. Why would I drive from the bank, go to We-Is, wait online for a goddamn money order, and put a stamp on the fucking thing, and then it's a waste of time for me. It's just a waste of time for me. Waste of time. I'd rather pay in person. Now someone's going to say, oh, you're wasting gas. Well, I'd rather waste gas than stand in line for a goddamn money order. And plus, I like, you know, driving. You know, I'm not going to stand in, you know, some say, oh, you can just pay it. I don't pay my bills online. I go to the bank. Get whatever money I need for my electric, my car insurance, my cell phone, my rent, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that's how I've always paid my bills. When I was in New York, I paid my electric. I paid my electric at Smokes for Less. Because my bank was on one side of the street, and then the Smokes for Less was on the other side of the street. And I paid it right there. My car insurance, I drove there and I paid it. Let's see, Boost Mobile, down over on Main Street, I paid it right there. My internet, I had Spectrum. I knew where Spectrum was. I drove over there and I paid it. My rent, I mailed out. My rent, I mailed out. I have never paid my bills online. Nor do I care to, because I like having money in my pocket. So I can buy food, gas, necessities like, you know, shampoo, laundry detergent, you know, shit like that. So I always put money in an envelope, what you're looking at, right? And then I'll go to like all these places where I need to pay my bill, right? I get like, I have like several envelopes. One for my car insurance and blah, blah this or blah, blah that. And I put it in this green thing, right? I put it in this green thing, right? All my envelopes in this green thing. And I put it in there and then drive to where I need to go. I drive to where I need to go and then just, you know, I pay my bills. That's how I do it down here. When I was up in New York, up in Dutchess County, I didn't have that green because, like, I knew where to go. I knew where to go. My electric, I paid that at Smokes for Less. My bank was on one side of the street. Smokes for Less was on the other side of the street. And I walked across the street and paid it right there. My car insurance, you know. Everything was local to me. There's nothing local down here to me. Nothing. My electric is way out in Greenville. So I'll drive out there, waste gas, go out there, pay, and because I don't like wasting money. I like 49 cents for a goddamn. Now you people are thinking, oh, well, you should get like a money order. I don't have time is precious to me. Time is precious to me. I don't like standing in line waiting for a goddamn money order. I just don't. I just don't. I get furious, fucking furious. Time is like, you know. Time it's just a waste of time for me to stand in a goddamn grocery store and pay 49 cents for a money order and then drive over to the goddamn post office. It's just too, it's time consuming for me. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time for me. I'd rather pay my bills in person. It's just easy for me to pay my bills in person so that I can get a receipt. And I keep it, like, you know, in certain folders, in my book bag, blah, blah, blah. I get envelopes, which you see right there in front of you, and I write down, let's say, oh, I need to pay my cable bill, or I need to pay my electric bill, or my auto insurance, right? And I write the words on here, auto insurance, you know. Put down like auto insurance, or I have like my electric, or my cell phone bill, or like, you know, whatever bill I have. I have an envelope, I have everything written down, and I put the money right in there. I just think it's a waste of time for me to go to a goddamn grocery store. Now watch, someone's going to say, oh, why don't you write a check? Checks are not free. I already asked my bank about that, if I can get, like, checks. You have to pay, like, you know, like, five, like, you know, for a whole bunch of checks. It's like, I forgot what the amount was. I forgot what the amount was. I'm not paying for a check to write out a bill. I don't pay my bills online. I don't feel like going to a goddamn grocery store, paying 49 cents for a goddamn money order, waiting online. It's just a waste of time for me. Waste of time I'd rather just go to the bank, get whatever money I need, put it in the envelope, and then drive to where I need to go. Put the money in the envelopes. I have the envelopes in the green thing. I put it in this thing right here, and then I drive to where I need to go. Let's say, oh, my electric, or I need to pay my Boost Mobile, or, you know, car insurance, or whatever, you know. That's how I do it. That is how I pay my bills. That's how I did it when I was in New York. My electric bill. My bank was on one side of the street, Smokes for Less on the other. I had my electric bill in the hand. Let's see, my electric bill was, I don't know, $100 and some odd. I went to the bank, grabbed out $100, you know, I got like $100, walked across the street, paid my electric bill at Smokes for Less. My car insurance, Jake from State Farm. Hey, Jake, yeah, here's my car insurance, $200 plus, you know, I paid it in cash, you know. This is why I want to go back to Dutchess County. I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate it here. But yeah, how do you people pay your bills? I don't pay my bills online. I don't pay my bills with a credit card or a debit card. I don't do that shit. Because I like to have, I have like an envelope for my cable bill, or let's say I have an envelope for my electric, or my cell phone, or my auto insurance, you know? And I put the money in the envelope when I drive over there, drive to my auto insurance and pay it there, or, you know, or I have like, oh, here's my electric bill, drive to my electric and just pay it there. I don't, going to the bank, get whatever money I have, and then going to a goddamn grocery store to pay for a money order? Really? Really? I need to get back to New York. I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate Della fucking where. Fucking hate it here. Fucking hate it here. But yeah, how do you people, I'm just wondering, how do you people pay your bills? Now watch. Someone's going to say, oh, I paid online, oh, I paid online, oh, I paid online. Now let's say, Jimmy. Jimmy calls up Verizon. Oh, Verizon, here's my debit card. Oh, I owe $70 or $80 for my internet. Or let's say, Mikey. Mikey has his electric bill. Let's say, oh, I don't drive there, I pay it online. Me? I'm old-fashioned. I pay my bills in person. I pay my bills in person. How do you people pay your bills? I am old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned. How do you people do it? How do you people do it?